Buying a home is often the biggest financial decision of a lifetime. But what if that dream home came with a hidden nightmare? Millions of Americans are unknowingly purchasing homes with a history of flooding, facing potential financial ruin. More than one-third of U.S. states do not require sellers to disclose a property's past flood damage or risk during real estate transactions. This leaves countless buyers unaware of the potential dangers and costs associated with their new home. Flooding is the most common and costly natural disaster in the United States. A home that has flooded before is likely to flood again, yet many buyers are kept in the dark about this crucial information. This lack of transparency poses a serious financial threat and contributes to a cycle of repeated damages. A study commissioned by the Natural Resources Defense Council found that thousands of home buyers in states with inadequate disclosure laws may have unknowingly purchased homes with a history of flood damage. These buyers are often left to shoulder tens of thousands of dollars in unexpected repairs after their first flood event. The situation is further complicated by insurance coverage limitations. Homeowners insurance typically excludes flood damage, necessitating separate flood insurance. However, even flood insurance policies have restrictions, especially regarding pre-existing damage. Insurance companies will not cover existing flood damage that has not been properly repaired by a previous owner. This leaves new homeowners with both the financial burden of repair and facing stricter scrutiny when seeking coverage. The urgency to address this issue has grown as climate-related flooding events become more frequent. Changing weather patterns, including heavier rainfall and rising sea levels, are exposing more areas to flooding risks. These dangers are no longer confined to coastal regions. Inland states are also experiencing dramatic increases in flood events due to aging infrastructure and extreme weather. To address this problem, advocacy groups are pushing for federal and state reforms to mandate comprehensive flood disclosure during real estate transactions. These proposals would require sellers to inform buyers if a home has flooded before, how often, and the extent of the damages. Recommendations include making flood damage claims and federal disaster aid records accessible to home buyers and creating a nationwide open data system that tracks flood damaged properties in repeatedly flooded areas. Introducing stronger flood disclosure laws isn't just about protecting individual buyers. It offers widespread benefits. Accurate flood risk info helps buyers plan costs, take preventive steps, and choose homes with full awareness of safety and financial risks. Greater transparency eases economic strain from disasters and fosters stronger neighborhoods and resilient housing markets. The lack of flood risk transparency in the real estate market is a glaring issue that leaves home buyers vulnerable to financial loss and physical danger. With more severe flooding predicted in the future due to climate change, the time to act is now. Governments, organizations, and homeowners must work together to close this information gap. Equipping homeowners and buyers with accessible flood risk data can break the cycle of repeated damage, secure safer investments, and build more resilient communities. The message is clear. Every homebuyer should demand flood history transparency. Thanks so much for tuning in to Insurance News. We're glad you joined us today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on the latest updates and tips. We'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on flood disclosure? Drop a comment below and join the conversation. Until next time, stay safe and stay informed.